Welcome to Media Pool. I'm Jing, and this is my video essay for the final year Communication and Media module viral video. Over the next 10 minutes, I will be critically reflecting on my growing understanding of viral media theory and the most significant improvements in my communication skills through the whole year. By looking at the two videos and the Safe Generation project I worked on, the video will be specifically demonstrating what I have learned in the 2 semesters. For example, how to produce an engaging video, how to use video to communicate with audiences effectively, how to present project plans, and how to deal with unexpected events during communicating with the clients. Hope you enjoy this video. I produced 2 different genre videos in the whole year. The first one is Media Gig video that introduces communication and media theory and practice. Before starting to produce the video, I made a social media plan to decide what kind of character, tone, language, and purpose to employ, and what kind of content to produce by defining and analyzing my target audience and competitors. Based on the earlier stage preparations, I found the main target audience of Media Gig are the first-year students of Communication and Media Studies and people who are open-minded and enthusiastic to media. The purpose is to help them understand key concepts, theories, and approaches from the field of study. According to K, one of the reasons causing negative attitudes towards educational video is repetitive. To eliminate this kind of negative emotion, I audit short video about media theories and study skills on our channel, Media, and the competitor, the Media Insider. In the process, I found there was few videos introducing film narrative. However, film narrative as a big project in communication and media studies is an interesting and useful knowledge which is necessary to be communicated to the audience. So I produced the e-learning video to introduce what it was and its 2 most basic types. However, due to the nature of educational video, it is not likely to attract audience attention. In order to promote user engagement of this kind of video, I deployed some method that Guo, Kim, and Rubin suggested. For example, the duration of my video was short, the language I used was simple and easy to follow, my speed was in a fast pace, and the visual style of my video included with film clips and pencasting animation rather than PowerPoint slides. But an important thing should be noted here, that is, fast is not always good. As my tutor's feedback showed, the video feels a little rushed, particularly at the beginning. Why not slow down a little? This comment makes me realize speaking fast is engaging, but it should be in a limited range. Speak fast, but not that fast. In addition, Wang and Antonico argue that instructor presence could attract more visual attention and help to build a more comprehensive understanding. So in order to enhance engagement, I showed it up in the video with a vlog style, but it should know that the distance to camera and the frame in the vlog section are important elements that influence audience engagement. As my tutor suggested me, your vlog section could be better framed. You are positioned too low in frame, which means you appear small and potentially your authority is reduced. So if you want to effectively communicate with your audience in e-learning video, you should consider the qualities I mentioned above. For example, short video, pencasting animation, fast-paced speech, informal tone, and talking head shot. My second video is a digital activism video. According to Lindgren, Gregory, and other scholars, there are 7 types of activism, of which digital activism is one of the most effective ways to propel society in new and interesting directions. As they argued, using digital video for social campaign can reduce costs and risks, reach a wide range of people, and achieve any of goals of the other 6 activism forms. So when I noticed Asian people were facing with the problem of racism and discrimination related with the coronavirus outbreaks, I decided to produce a digital activism video to address the racist problem. I employed Gregory's 5 steps principle to design my video. I identified my allies as anti-racists and people who pursued equality rights, and my audience were mainly those who were harming others but not realize what they were doing. So my aim is to use the video let them know what's happening to Asian people, thereby letting them stop the hatred crimes. Considering an action which might be trigger the audience a sense of hatred, I took a third-person point of view in most parts of my video and used the pronoun we to invite the audience to identify themselves as a group member, which makes my delivered message easier to be accepted by them. More importantly, I employed Aristotle's theory of persuasion in my video. According to Aristotle, there are 3 key drivers of persuasion. His Greek terms were ethos, logos, and pathos. Ethos means character. It relies on the character or credibility of the person delivering the message to build trust in the message. Logos means reason, word, or plan, which tries to persuade or convince audiences using logical argument and sportive evidence. And pathos means suffering and experience, which presents an appeal to emotion of the audience and elicits feeling that already reside in them. Higgins and Walker argued, persuasion is best achieved when all 3 modes work together, so I use multiple ways to include all 3 parts to my video. For example, I quoted a passage from the WHO Director General to convince people to stop racism, did research to prove that being of Asian descent does not increase the chance of getting or spreading COVID-19, and used 3 hatred crimes linked to coronavirus to provide direct visual evidence of abuses, representing what Asian people have experienced and suffered in this time, thus evoking the audience a sense of sympathy. The 3 modes of persuasion not only provide me a useful way to make a powerful video, but also provide a helpful way to get people from no to yes in my future work life with my co-workers and my customers. Actually, in the beginning when I prepared the coronavirus video, I had 2 ideas about it. One was the digital activism video which I finally decided to produce, and another was I attempt to introduce what coronavirus was and gave some advice on what to do amid the outbreak. However, when I discussed my thoughts with my tutor, she told me the second idea might be not that good choice. Firstly, because the outbreak had been going for a while, people had realized a serious outbreak and had took corresponding measures. Moreover, because different regions and different countries have different policy, it is difficult to give people around the world a uniform measure. My tutor's suggestion makes me realize, before making a video, you should have to define your target audience, clearly know what platform you are going to use, keep abreast of current affairs, and then decide the topic, trying to make something new and creative. In the end of the video, I want to talk about my group project for safer generation. Although it was cancelled due to the coronavirus outbreak, it still taught me a lot. For instance, it let me know how to present project plans to clients. Based on my experience, I summarized some steps. First, learn clients' needs and make relevant plans, preferably more than one plan because this can give clients more choices to choose their favorite. Second, write pitches, deliver it to clients and make a presentation to them. Third, update the project plan based on clients' feedback. Fourth, confirm the project plan with your clients and start your work. This professional practice makes me familiar with the workflow in advance, which is useful for me to communicate with clients in the future. Furthermore, it also helps me accumulate experience to deal with accidents when communicating with clients. I remember it was an industrial action that our group was needed to present our ideas to the clients of safer generation. However, an accident happened. Because there was no sound equipment on set, the video we prepared cannot be played. In order to continue the presentation, one of our group members held her own computer to show the video. This accident makes me realize checking equipment and other relevant items in advance is necessary, and it would be better to prepare the emergency plan to prevent accidents. Even if there are still some unexpected things happened unfortunately, just keep calm and try the best to keep the conversation going on. In summary, this year I have developed my professional knowledge and skills through the whole module, have learned how to use video to communicate about social issues and to help people learn new knowledge, and accumulate experience by practice. These media theories and experience are helpful in my workplace in the future. This has been me, Jing from Media Pool. If you like this video, please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching. Bye!